Hey guys, welcome. So in this video we'll go over the draw and my picks for the Paris Grand Slam. We just got the draw, so I'll put it between categories and you can just pause and have a look. Under 60, my first pick, Nozadzi. We haven't seen him in a while, but he's really high level. I think he's a little bit ahead of Sadalashvili for Georgia, and he's not competing, and also his Japanese rivals are not competing as well, so I like Nozadzi's chances. Although he does have a loss to Yang, several losses actually, and Yang is a hard guy to deal with. He's very good on the ground. Once he locks up those legs in that sankaku, it's hard to get out of. And similar to Nozadzi, Yang, I mean the Japanese guys, they're not going to be there at under 60, so that just improves his chances even more. So those are my two picks for under 60, but I do think maybe Verstraeten, he could potentially cause an upset. 66 now, and I've got two picks. An from Korea, and I think in recent years I haven't really given him the credit that he deserves. Very high level competitor. He's actually won 4 medals at the Paris Grand Slam, 2 golds, 1 silver and a bronze, so this is not foreign territory for him. And kind of a running theme here for the lightweights, no Japanese. So An, and also my second pick here, Vieru, they don't have to deal with Maruyama or Abe at all. And yeah, looking at the draw, looks good for both of them. They're on the opposite sides of each other, so potentially they can meet in the finals, and I think that would be a good one. So here's a 73 draw, and 2 picks for this one as well. Shavdat Tuashvili, the workhorse. His attack's always unrelenting. There's not many people who can stand up to him and get through him. Olympic world champion, Olympic silver medalist, world champion, all over the place. He is as credentialed as they get. So he's my first pick, but there is a guy who has a win against Shavdat Tuashvili, Cognac from Brazil, and he's been looking really good recently. He might be a little bit of a dark horse. I'm not sure too many people know about him, but he's got really good judo, and I'm kind of hoping he causes an upset and takes gold. 81 now, and I've got 3 picks in this one, although there's quite a few strong guys, and I wouldn't be surprised if any of those guys like De Witt or Alborak take out any of the 3 guys that I've picked here. So first one's Lee. Recently took his first gold at the Grand Prix in Portugal. Not too sure if the competition is too close to his last competition. It's only within 1 to 2 weeks, so there's not much time to kind of recover. I'm not too sure if he's cutting much weight. So there's Lee, and then there's Grigolashvili. I mean, how can you bet against him? World champion now, and he's just got spectacular judo. Sometimes I think maybe he has some stamina issues, as you've seen probably him against Nagase. But Nagase's not here. He's just got his rival to compete against, who is Cass. And quite honestly, I think these two, Cass and Grigolashvili, are probably going to go back and forth for years to come. They're still both relatively quite young, and they're just on top of the game. They're on top of the 81 kg category. There's not too many people who are hovering around the same level as Cass and Grigolashvili, but I do think Lee, he's only 20 years of age. I do think he's kind of building up to be the next rising star at the 81 kg category. So those are my picks for 81. Now for under 90s, they had some trouble with the draw showing on their YouTube channel, so I'm sorry, that's all the names that I got. But these are my 2 picks. First one's Maizoradzi, European champion of 2022. And I think he's someone I've underlooked a little bit just because of Bekaudi. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate the referee here telling him off for celebrating his victory? I mean, come on. Come on, refs, just leave them alone. It's okay to celebrate. So Maizoradzi, not my first pick. I definitely have to go with Bekaudi for that one. But I do think it's going to be one of the 2 Georgians standing on top of the podium. Japan has a little bit of a dark horse in this category. Tajima Goki, he's been sent out, but against someone like Bekaudi, I think you kind of need multiple encounters with him to kind of experience what he's trying to do, the strength and the weird gripping that he does and the awkward throws. So I don't like his chances. I hope they send him out a little bit more so he gets some experience, but for under 90s, I gotta go with one of the Georgians for gold. Under 100s, and I think I should give Coral the gratitude that he deserves. I haven't spoke highly of him in recent years, but he's just continued to win and shown that he is a monster on the mats. So there's Coral, and he's got a pretty good track record against his peers at under 100s, but there's someone who he hasn't fought before in the category, and that's Kripalik. Kripalik coming down from plus 100s, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. How does he make the weight? And Kripalik, I think he matches up well against Coral. I think people who give Kripalik problems are people who are fast with the grips, kind of, utilizing that speed more than kind of strength. And Kripalik, he's going to be a strong guy and probably just work anyone that he gets his hands on down to the ground. So he came out of Portugal, took bronze, and he's probably just going to build on that and do well at Paris, I think. So Kripalik, my first pick at under 100s. And lastly, guys, this is plus 100s. There's only two guys I'm interested in this one. First one, Teddy Raniere. And Teddy, he's not the same as he used to be. He's not the dominant force, I think. I think there are people who can beat him, who can take him out. And one person who I think can do that is Alta. Alta, I mean, he's very, very technical for a plus 100 guy. He's got great techniques. I wouldn't be surprised if he outpointed Teddy Raniere. I wouldn't be surprised if he did something like this and just smashed him to the ground, to be honest. I think Alta is really, really good. So I'd love to see that contest. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be following the action on this channel, so make sure you like and subscribe for all of that. And I'll see you later. Peace.